Just a note, it's not really the hardest feat to get. However, you may want to wait until you and your group are a higher CR, just so you have the advantage of having a higher attack from either your gear or your SP. Hi everybody, this is your boy DrkBLADExx, Dark Enforcers, aka Black Hawk Division Leader for DCUO. What's going on? What's good with you pimpin'? Let's get it. Okay, today we are in the T4 Hands of Fate raid, known as With a Vengeance, doing the feat called Spirited Defense. This feat takes place in the very first part of this raid. Pretty much, you talk to Dr. Light, he gathers everybody into his room, and then he draws glyphs on the ground, and then you have to protect those glyphs from corrupt souls, or corrupted spirits, whatever you want to call them. Right, so there's about, I don't know how many glyphs on the ground actually, I never really counted, but I believe there's about 10, 12 of them, maybe something like that. And you have to make sure not even a single glyph gets destroyed. Glyphs get destroyed when a corrupted soul or spirit goes into the circle, or walks into the glyphs. So keep that in mind. If one touches the glyph, you have about maybe 1 to 2 seconds to get it away from there. Pull it away or kill it fast. If you don't, the glyph is gone and the feat is voided. All those glyphs must survive up till the boss shows up. Once the boss shows up, you're good, but they must survive. One easy way of doing this feat back in the day was having an Earth DPS in your group. The reason for that, because the Earth DPS had a move known as Totem. That move's still in the game, even with revamp, but it's been heavily downgraded. Anyway, back in the day, Totem was a move that you placed on the ground that did damage periodically. It was like a dot over time. Not only was it a dot over time, it knocked adds up and then drew them away. So it was like an area that they couldn't reach or enter into. So what the DPS used to do was just throw Totem into the middle of that circle, and when anything tried to come into it, they would get drawn back constantly and repeatedly. Eventually, this move got patched, and what happened was it turned into a one-time thing. The Totem would stay in the room. When an ad tried to enter the circle, they would get drawn back across the room, but the second time, they wouldn't get drawn back anymore. Now, with Stats Revamp, it's been patched even more. What happens now is, well, let's just say it's not too useful anymore. It is Stats Revamp time, so there's no point talking about how to do stuff back in the day. Let's talk about how to do stuff nowadays. Alright, so to come in here, you have to be CR 70, so let's start with that. Let's say everybody in your group is CR 70. I'm going to suggest that you have at least one tank in your group. If you want to have two, I actually understand that. But I really want to suggest just the one, because you might want to stack your DPS. If you want to have 2 trolls, I could see that better than having 2 tanks, actually. Trolls that have a lot of dominance, that is, so that they can stun or encase adds. What you're going to want to do is, as the troll or as the tank, pull adds away from the circle. Everybody that's in the group, try to focus on, I want to say, almost the same adds. Like, whatever that the tanks or trolls are pulling away, any adds they don't pull away or miss, try to take those out first, because the adds that the tanks troll pull away are going to be, you know, kind of captured or encased or stunned a little bit, so you don't really have to worry about them right that second. You want to try to grab any adds they didn't take out first. And that's just because there's going to be a lot of adds pouring into room. They're not going to be able to grab everything. And there's not going to be that many, you know, tanks or trolls, loosely. So loosely there's about 1 tank, 1 troll. So they're not going to be able to grab everything. Maybe a good idea for your troll or trolls to have their pulls in so they can pull adds away from the circle and across the room. Also, with that being said, for your DPSs and healers in the group, CC is your friend. There are a lot of moves that do some type of CC effect. You might want to put those into your rotation, whether it's just stuns, knockbacks, or whatever. CC is your friend. When you're going out here DPSing, start using those, especially if they affect more than 1 ad. Let's say 1 ad's about to get past you, use an effect, now that ad's stunned. They give you time to take out the ad in front of you and then move on to the next ad. That's a good idea to have there. Okay, so eventually while you're in here, you're going to come to a point where you see those yellow circles in the middle of the room around the big circle. Turn red. At that point, like they're doing right now, turning red, at that point, this is where the feat is either hit or miss. If you do everything right, the feat will be granted like it's about to do in a couple seconds. And of course, the portal will pop up and enter the boss fight. Right, I hope I've given you guys enough information on this feat. Leave some comments in the section below, or some tips for this feat too along to help out those who are watching this video. And if you guys want to leave me any comments, leave them in the section below too, and I will get back to you. Also, if you guys do me a favor, guys, hit that like button and subscribe button if you like this video. I'll be putting up a lot more videos. Also, check out our other YouTube page, OSIF. Check it out, guys, and I'll see you guys later. Deuces.